First and foremost, this year is about making myself proud. I cannot tell y'all how much I am craving success and how hungry I am for success. After the performance at the Olympia last year, I'm starving for it. I'll be the first one to tell you I am training to win those first two shows. Tampa and Texas, I am training to win them. Outside of the people that are already qualified for the Olympia, I think I am one of the best in the world left on the table. Alright guys, so today is a special day. Not that every day isn't special, but it is the first training session of the contest season for me this year. We're 16 weeks out from Tampa, 18 weeks out from Texas. Those are the two shows I plan on doing this year, outside of the Olympia, because I do plan on qualifying for the Olympia. So, not that the work ever stops, but prep started today and the work started for those shows today, so really excited about that. Big takeaway from today. Today's just going to be a standalone back and hamstring session, so we'll deadlift at the end, but the big takeaway from today is it's going to be a whole new session in terms of exercises. The training split that I've posted and talked about, I've ran into the dirt now for 5 months, so taking the notes from it, taking the data from it, and switching things around, keeping things that worked, throwing things out that didn't, switching some orders around for some prioritization, and going to continue to ride it till the wheels fall off. Starting with the volume relatively high. All things are relative, so for me it's high. Doing 10 to 12 working sets for the bigger body parts right now, and as prep goes on, that'll get all the way down to on leg days like 4. So on some of the other days it'll stay relatively higher, but the volume will go down. So have a little bit of runway right now. Definitely built some work capacity in the off season. Definitely firing on all cylinders right now. So I'm looking forward to this prep. It's no secret this year is a redemption year for me. It's a make or break year. I was not happy with last year. Anyone that supported me wasn't happy with last year. And I have a bad taste in my mouth about it in the best way possible. So, fire's lit. I'm real excited for this year. Looking forward to showing people what I'm capable of. Give me a bump on 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Hey-o. Perfect, dude. Come on. Finish. Come on. It's you. Whew.
Wolfpak goes great, man. Transition, something.
That's the gym blooper. So yeah, like I just got done telling you, all the sessions will be new. You know, some will be pretty damn similar, and others will be completely changed. Today's definitely one of the days that it's getting a lot of change to it. You know, so the back and hamstring day being a long, hard session, just because, you know, back's hard and hamstrings are hard, and then deadlifting at the end's a workout in itself. We wanted to really make it a point to make the back work today as bilateral as possible. So, you know, I'm as gung-ho and as a proponent for unilateral work as anyone when it comes to back stuff, but you know, for the sake of, you know, making the sets count and, you know, having the energy to expend when we need it, you know, opted for a lot more bilateral movements today. So, you know, so we started with a row, which is something, you know, is very new for me, but something that I'm excited about doing. And then moving on to our lat focused pull down. You know, instead of doing like the unilateral cable or the Nautilus pull down like we have always done, doing a you know, bilateral setup. Just really taking as much effort as possible to keep those elbows tucked and, you know, the core engaged and, you know, the rib cage down, keeping it in the lat as much as possible. It's not going to be as hard of a contraction, but we will be able to handle more load, and the bracing's a lot better. So looking forward to seeing where this goes. Jesus. Come on. Good. That's good.
Oh, wow.
We need to put the daisy chains in for you. Yeah, so obviously talked about how we're redoing the split right now, and the big reason for that is where tomorrow I'm gonna go pick up that leverage row for Mega Mass, the leverage pull down for Mega Mass, which are both like, you know, clones, upgraded versions, knockoffs, whatever word you want to use for the original Flex stuff. Really excited to get that stuff. And then also a Body Masters T-bar. And then my buddy James, who brought the Atlantis Incline we just got, is also going to bring a Panado row. So getting a lot of new back pieces. So like I said, we're definitely A-B'ing the back training like we always have, and, you know, just, you know, play with the new toys and switch some stuff in and out for sure. If you're not moving the weight with the muscle you're trying to train, it's wasted energy and wear and tear in your body.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Here we go. Come on. 2. Oh, that's easy still. Come on. Don't sandbag it. Take it all the way. Another one. Get there, get there, get there, get there. Cool. Now do another one. Come on. Make it happen. And another one. Come on. Fail. Don't quit. That's still you, dude. Come on. Good shit. That's you. Come on. All right, so started deadlifting again last training block, so the one that like we finished up literally Saturday. So they've been back in for 4 months now, 4.5 months, and you know it's been quite the progression. When I got back to them, it hadn't been been close to a year since I'd done them, and I honestly did not have the mobility to get down on the bar and really get into good position and be able to pull with the leverages that I needed to. So I initially got back to deadlifting. I was actually pulling off of 2 of those DC blocks on either side, so it's below patella still, but definitely not a deadlift from the ground. So over the weeks I worked myself down from doing both the top set and the back off on the 2 DC blocks to going 2 DC blocks on the top set to 1 on the back off to 1 on the top and then none on the back off, and then we finally, probably I'd say 2 weeks ago now, I posted the first one on my Instagram. I was actually really proud of it, but I'm starting to pull from the ground again, comfortably with everything locked in the way that it should be. So looking forward to continuing to progress those through prep as long as I can, and then keep them in prep as an output exercise as long as we can, until it becomes the juice isn't worth the squeeze as we get super close. This 3rd rep just gets real wonky. Probably could have just kept on pulling for that 4th one watching this. Like I said, it is what it is. I'll do better next week. It is what it is. You know, matched the back off from last time I deadlifted. I was pissed off about the top set, but body's not a machine, unfortunately. You know, there'll be good days, there'll be bad days. You know, today, I think it has a lot more to do with how much work, you know, the erectors had done already with how much rowing we did before. So I don't know if I shit the bed so much. There's a different exercise order, so that has to be taken into consideration too. But you know, I wanted 6. We did 3, so nowhere close. I felt pretty good today, so I'm gonna err on the side of it being the exercise selection in order. So next time I have this session next Monday, I'll put that same weight on the bar again and, you know, come correct and pull it. And if I pull it, you know, 6 or 7 times, I know I was just being a fucking pussy today. And you know, if I hit it for, you know, 3 or 4 or something, then, you know, today's hypothesis of had to do with the exercise selection more than anything is probably correct. So we'll see next week. Today's a jumping off point for everything. Did a completely new back session today. Was happy with the performance on everything except that top set of deads, and that's just because I had a number stuck in my head on that one. You know, every other exercise we did today, I didn't have a number stuck in my head. I just wanted to, you know, execute well between the 10 and 12 rep range. So did that. Have the numbers to beat next time now.
All right, guys. So just wrapped up what is ultimately the first session of my competitive season this year in 2023. You know, I'm very excited about this year, but it's a very serious year for me. You know, 2021 was one of the best seasons I've had thus far. You know, won the Chicago Pro and then went on to place 4th at the Olympia, and then spent, you know, the year in between that Olympia and the next one, you know, making guest appearances, doing guest posings. You know, honestly, just, you know, everyone saw what happened at the Olympia last year. So, you know, headed into this year, I cannot tell y'all how much I am craving success and how hungry I am for success. You know, after the performance at the Olympia last year, I'm starving for it. So, you know, first and foremost, this year is about making myself proud. I lost sight of, you know, why I was doing this a lot last year, and it was especially hard, you know, how much I was traveling, and I just kind of got very isolated feeling. So I'll be the first one to tell you I am training to win those first 2 shows. Tampa and Texas, I am training to win them. I feel like I am perfectly capable of winning them. Outside of the people that are already qualified for the Olympia, I think I am one of the best in the world left on the table. So, you know, I'll put that to the test, but, you know, I am confident that I can get that done. So, you know, outside of, you know, success on a bodybuilding stage, and as I do this more and more and more, I realize that it's less and less and less important. You know, it's, you know, at the end of the day, what I do for a living, but, you know, the happiness and the impact that I'm able to make with it is, you know, far more paramount and important to me. So, you know, one of my biggest goals this year, outside of, you know, the competitive placings, which I'm not going to sit here and, you know, lie, I'm very competitive. I'll be devastated if I don't win, and I'm going to do everything on my power to win those shows. But, you know, more importantly, you know, win or lose this year, I really want to, you know, do a good job of being present and self-aware and, you know, being just in the moment. You know, so much of bodybuilding, you know, just like being comfortable with being uncomfortable, and, you know, counting days, counting weeks, counting months. And I very much so fell into that trap last year, you know, just like checking boxes, you know, checking days off, checking weeks off. And, you know, my relationship suffered, you know, my mental health suffered. So, you know, this year, one of the biggest goals and one of the most important things to me personally is to just to be mentally present, you know. So, you know, to feel everything, to experience everything. You know, yes, I'll be tired, but that doesn't give me an excuse to not be a good husband, to not be a good father, to not be a good friend. So, you know, really placing a lot of emphasis on everything outside of the actual nuts and bolts of bodybuilding this year, because I feel like if I do that, the nuts and bolts of bodybuilding will take care of themselves. It's not that hard at the end of the day. I always joke around when we're training, and, you know, it's true outside of training too. It's true with dieting. You know, it's not hard. It just hurts. So I feel like me, you know, really paying attention to and putting a lot of, energy, effort, manifesting it, putting it out into the universe, praying, whatever it is that you do. I know what I do, to having, being present, being aware, being a good friend, being a good husband, being a good father. I feel like bodybuilding will take care of itself. So that's honestly, the biggest emphasis for me this year is to, be present and to have fun doing what I'm doing. Have been very much so since a very young age. I've never really stopped and smelled the roses. Anytime, football, coming up as an amateur, winning nationals, it was always, okay, what's next, what's next, what's next, what's next? And, I really want to make sure that, I'm able to take some time and, enjoy this year, because I think it'll be a good one. But, regardless of, the contest placings, the places that I'll get to go, the people that I'll get to see, the things I'll get to do, they're once in a lifetime things that not everyone gets to do, and I do a really poor job of realizing that sometimes. So just really looking forward to, being in the moment, being present, being everything that I need to be as a person. And like I said, I really think the bodybuilding will take care of itself doing that. So I know that was a little long-winded, but like I said, it's definitely been an area of focus for me this off season, is really taking care of my mind and my spirit in addition to my body. So I'm really looking forward to showing you all how that pays off this season, and I'm really looking forward to having you all along. Hopefully y'all have noticed by now, but doing a much better job of putting out regular YouTube content, and I am not planning on that slowing down as this preps go on and on and on. I'm planning on it speeding up and us doing more and more and more. So really appreciate y'all following along. Here's to a wild ride that will end in November at the Olympia, and I'm looking forward to having y'all along. I'll see y'all next time.